Welcome back to Empower Field at Mile High. We're in the second quarter as it's the Broncos in control of the football.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go.
3rd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hold the ready.
Draw play, Dillon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete to Shakir. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
A final shot before break. Jones. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
For the Patriots field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On play action, they'll throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18 Rattler. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 59 yards right. And that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Dixie Maverick.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 11.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. 1 here in this third quarter. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Looking to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. downs, they can't touch the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Running left is Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Tempo, 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 tempo.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England's offense set to go.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 10. 1:55 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Broncos go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense.